How can you tell when a politician's lying, runs the old story. When their lips are moving, runs the answer. Yet, who of us has not told a lie? Did you enjoy my dinner? Yes. Does my ask look big in this? Certainly not. But when you're choosing between political candidates, you don't want bull dust. You're voting for an MP, Prime Minister or Premier. If they're talking job creation, you want the truth. Your very own job depends on it. Tony Abbott, the opposition leader, said last night politicians, he was speaking of himself here, sometimes go further than what they'd say in a pre-scripted speech. He said only carefully prepared, scripted remarks could be trusted as gospel truth. Here's the story. In February, he promised no new taxes. In March, he promised a $10,000 payment to stay-at-home mums, paid for by a new business tax. There was a bit of an inconsistency, he admitted last night. It wasn't absolutely consistent with what I'd said the month before. It's not just him. There was Kevin Rudd on climate change, closer to home Mike Rann, who promised to protect the parklands and then, once in the Premier's office, prepared to vandalise them. Deputy Premier Kevin Foley and the claim that Cheltenham would be sold over his dead body. In that case, send in the undertaker. It's sold, and Foley sold it. On political advertising, weapons of mass destruction, the GST, whether the buses will run on time, and the state's promise to end inhumane overcrowding in our state jails, bull dust. Why do we put up with it? Because we're conditioned to lie. Toronto University's study, released overnight, says 90% of kids learn to lie by the time they're 4, something called executive functioning, when they work out that the consequences of lying aren't always as bad as always telling the truth. Even so, said American civil libertarian Clarence Darrow, the pursuit of truth shall set you free, even if you never catch up with it.